So you're thinking about becoming a travel agent, but you're wondering, did I miss the boat? Is it too late for me? Is there still an opportunity to be a travel agent, or is it just too late to get involved? I'm going to keep it really real with you in this video. It's not too late to become a travel agent yet, but soon it might be. And in this video, I'm going to explain why. Anytime we're on the wave of a trend or a company's success, you can look at any big company, Apple, Google, Microsoft, there's always an amazing opportunity when the wave is starting, right? When the trend is starting to go up. Just imagine being able to have the future forecasting to go back and invest in a company like Google, Apple, or Microsoft when they were first starting out. You could be a millionaire, right? And maybe you did, and if so, then good for you. I wasn't old enough yet. There's this old adage that says the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. And it is the exact same thing when it comes to becoming a travel agent. Many people say the heyday of being a travel agent was in the 80s or the 90s, and that could be true. Thankfully, I wasn't a travel agent then, so I have nothing else to compare it to. But I can tell you that the life I live now, what I've been able to help other travel agents do, how much more I've been able to help them travel, would not be possible if we were all not travel agents now. And on top of all that, we're kind of in a boom right now. If you think about where we are just in the positioning of all life, right? We had COVID in early 2020, and that's when travel completely stopped. After that, we had this massive boom. We had all of this, people called it revenge travel. People were booking trips left and right. It seemed like everyone wanted to go on a trip. So the demand was high for any kind of trip. Now, as of when I'm recording this, the economy is slowing down. There's rumors and talks of a recession. That doesn't mean that people won't still travel, because we've seen evidence that people still have and they still do. Just who is traveling changes, how often, where they go. There are different changes in their behavior, but they still travel, just like how every Christmas, miraculously, people still have gifts because they prioritize it. And every time there's a push one way, there's a big push towards automation, artificial intelligence, and do-it-yourself booking systems. But every time there's a push one way, there's an equal and opposite push the other way too. And we're seeing that. We're seeing the rise of personalization. People want things that are designed just for them. People want more than just a website to go book, because honestly, if someone wanted to do it themselves, they could. They can go on Expedia. They can go on Booking. But if someone's booking with a travel agent, they probably want something different. They want that personal touch. They want the professional experience and expertise of the person who's advising them. That's why we call many travel agents travel advisors now, because they're really not just doing the travel planning for the client anymore. We're really working along with them, which I think is just such a beautiful thing. And because these behaviors are changing from wanting to go to the biggest box model and support big, trusted, quote unquote, companies, and more to supporting small businesses, seeing the money actually go into the hands of people that people are booking with, into the hands of people who are booking the travel, who are leading the tours, we're seeing this trend of going back to small businesses, and I'm really happy to be part of that. Now, this opportunity isn't going to be for all travel agents. I think many people make that mistake. They look for the most profitable side hustle. What's going to make the most money right now? Give me the plan. That is not how this works. No matter what you do, whether you become a travel agent or a plumber, you have to be excellent at your job. That is the basics of whatever you do. Honestly, even if you go to a regular 9-to-5 job, you have to do well to be able to get any kind of rewards or extra on top of just the salary or hourly wage that you agreed to, right? So being excellent at that is a given. But all of that aside, if we can assume that no matter what side gig you do, no matter what career you go into, all of them are going to be equally successful, travel is unique because the industry is changing. If you can come in willing to use AI, but also equally willing to connect with customers personally, to really get to know them, to understand their problems and their pain points, to design products and services that meet those needs and solve those problems for them, you're going to be in a great place, and you're going to be light years ahead of other travel agents and other travel industry professionals who are not willing to change, not willing to adapt. By the way, I've seen people come into the travel industry and just barely be in here for a year and get thousands more followers, make a full-time income. It's really amazing. And we're not talking, by the way, about anything related to affiliate marketing or anything like that. I'm talking just being a travel agent, just doing that. You can make really good money just doing that. But the cool thing is you can also choose to add these other income streams on. You can start a blog and make money from that. You can start a YouTube channel and make money from that. Being a travel agent really is the entry point to having this whole career in the travel industry. But just like anything else, the people who start the soonest, the people who learn how to use the tools, the people who really master their message, the people who understand marketing, the sooner you enter, the better a chance you have of succeeding, right? Because you're probably going to have to just learn and struggle for a while. That's kind of how it is. Now, hopefully we're going to save you time, money, energy, and effort with that, because if you come and work with my team, then we're going to have so many assets for you. You can copy and paste things. It's going to save you a lot of time. We'll also share our experience with you so you don't have to make those same mistakes. So if you haven't become a travel agent yet, we have some resources right there actually on our main channel where you can just go grab them. I'll also have them down in the video description for you. There's a free training. It actually shows you how we're able to book things like a week in the Maldives for under $1,000, really amazing deals. And also just kind of how it works being a travel agent. We also have a playlist here on our YouTube channel called the Pack Your Passport Podcast. Really great next step for you if you're thinking about becoming a travel agent and you want to hear from other travel agents, because I interview other advisors on that channel too, so you can hear from them. What's working for them right now? What have they tried? What's going on? How are they getting clients? All that jazz. So say you do want to become a travel agent right now. What are the steps? What should you do next? Well, let's go through it really quickly. The first thing you'll want to do is find a host agency. There are actually many ways to become a travel agent. I have a blog post that I'll link down below that talks about the different ways and really talks about why I prefer a host agency. If you're still trying to decide how you want to become an agent, joining through a host agency really is the cheapest, easiest, fastest way by like tens of thousands of dollars. Just trust me on this. I've spent so much time, but honestly, I'm not even asking you to just trust me because this may be the first video you see of mine. So if that's the case, go watch those other videos and really do that deep dive for yourself. After you join a host travel agency, obviously I'm biased. I recommend mine. I'm an affiliate for mine, and I'd love to help you. You get access to all of our team resources when you come and work with us. And that's all just free by using my affiliate link. So be sure to get that if you haven't already. And you can just comment down below and I'll be in touch with you about that. You can also send me a DM on Instagram over at Travel Agent Haven. I'll be sure to put the QR code up on the screen. Act like you're going to take a picture with your phone, hold it up to the QR code. It'll take you right to it. And you can either send me a DM or go to the link in my profile bio and get the free training there. And then also I'll reach out to you. Okay, so you join a host agency. What happens after that? Many host agencies have some kind of training or onboarding process, so that's the first thing you do with mine. You go through a course, you take a test, because of course we're handling people's credit cards and things. We need to make sure that we know the basics. Once you have that down, then it's really thinking about how are you going to get your first few clients. I actually have a video all about this on the Pack Your Passport podcast playlist, and I talk about how to get your first 100 leads, which usually leads to your first 2 to 3 to 10 clients. And then from there, you're going to start learning about the industry and really figuring out what your niche is going to be. For example, if you decide you want to specialize in cruises, you're probably going to pick 2 to 3 partners or cruise lines that you really want to focus on. Maybe you decide that you want to focus on a specific region, or you want to focus on a specific outcome or type of travel. So for example, Christian pilgrimages, the Middle East, North Africa, the UK. I mean, it could be really specific, like one country or one state or even a city if you're here in the US, or it can be broader, regional, or a type of travel. Maybe you focus on alpine ski trips. That can really cover anything from the Swiss Alps in Europe to Colorado here in the States. So you have a lot of options here, and we do have other videos here on our channel, both here and that are coming soon, about diving deep into your niche and how to figure out what you're going to specialize in. Because I know that can be really intimidating too when you're new to the travel industry overall and you're like, am I even an expert? I don't know. And that's pretty much it. Once you join your host agency, finish whatever training or certification process they have, figure out your specialty, and then start reaching out to leads, you'll be getting your first few clients in no time. And that is when the work really begins. We would love to be a part of that journey. But if you're already an agent, or if you decide to go with a different host agency, hey, our YouTube channel and all of our resources are still here for you. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments, or you can send me a DM on Instagram if it's something you'd rather ask personally. Hope you love this video, and I'll see you in the next one.